Good morning, Eagles. Happy Thursday. It is time for us to start another amazing Olin day. Every day we take a moment to honor our country with the Pledge of Allegiance. At this time, I'd like you to please stand and face the flag. Place your right hand over your heart. Ready? Begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Please be seated. Eagles, today I'd like to talk to you about overcoming obstacles by telling you about the great scientist Stephen Hawking. A challenge is something that is difficult or hard to do. Every human being on planet Earth has challenges in his or her life. The question is, how do we deal with the challenges of life? Do we just lie down and give up? Or do we accept challenges as an opportunity to learn and grow? Well, Stephen Hawking was a man who has faced a very big challenge for most of his adult life. He couldn't walk. He couldn't talk. And his arms didn't move very well because of a disease that he had. Most of his body was paralyzed, which means he couldn't move. He used a machine to speak. He couldn't feed himself, and the computer equipment that he used to speak gave him his voice. But he is considered the greatest scientific genius since Albert Einstein because of the math that he could do in his brain and how he figured out the relationship between space, time, and physics. Well, what he said, despite all of his challenges, he said he was successful, and this was his reason. He said, "It matters if you don't just give up." So, if you're faced with a challenge, remember Stephen Hawking. Remember how brave he was, and remember how he didn't give up despite all of those challenges that he faced as an adult. And remember the greatness that he achieved because he didn't give up. I think all of you Eagles can do that too. Today's featured lunch item is a breaded chicken sandwich, salad, beans, fresh strawberries, and your choice of milk. Yummy. Thank you, food services staff, for providing the children in Brea with delicious and nutritious meals. As a reminder, meals are available in drive-through grab-and-go service from 12:30 to 1:30 at Arrow Vista Elementary School, Laurel Elementary School, and closer to us here at Country Hills Elementary School. Today's animal facts are about the frilled neck lizard by request of Riley in Ms. Heard's class. The frilled neck lizard looks like that. Let's wait for there you go. That's what the frilled neck lizard looks like, and it lives in Australia. I want you to pay close attention to how the skin around its face looks, okay? Because when this lizard is threatened, it can do something pretty cool with that skin around its head. It gets bigger. So let's talk about the frilled neck lizard of Australia. These lizards grow to about 3 feet. They don't weigh too much. They only weigh about a pound, pound and a half maximum. But what they're known for, what's unique about them, is what they do when they are scared or when they feel threatened by a predator. What they will do is, instead of being on all 4 legs like a lizard normally is, they get up onto their hind legs, they let that skin out over their head, which makes them look really big, and then they start to make a sound. The sound is like a hiss, kind of like a rattlesnake, and I probably should not have tried to imitate a lizard, but that's what they do. And what that does is it intimidates the whatever it is that's scaring them, because they get taller, they get bigger, and they make sound. But that's not all. If that doesn't work, well, this little lizard has a backup plan. And that backup plan is running. it will run straight to safety, specifically to a tree. It will run straight to a tree without looking back, and I'm going to show you a video of what that looks like because it is hilarious. Ready? There you go. Look at that thing run. It's got that mouth open, it's on its back legs, and it is just running straight, and it will keep doing this without stopping until it gets to a tree. And then it'll climb the tree, and that's how it stays safe. Now, it looks kind of goofy when it's running like that, but it's effective. It's fast, and it helps it get away. One of the things about it that's very interesting is this lizard will not stop. It just keeps going. It doesn't look back to make sure it's safe. It's an instinct. It just goes straight to a tree, runs up the tree until it's safe. Unfortunately, maybe the predator will get to it, but it's a pretty effective method. I think it's a neat little animal. Now, I mentioned they spend most of their time in the trees. They'll come down to eat. They love eating insects, specifically spiders, ants, cicadas, and termites. So this little lizard is actually a carnivore. Not dangerous to human beings, pretty funny to watch, but I thought you guys would like learning about the frilled neck lizard. That's enough about this fun little lizard. It's time for me to go and time for you to learn. Let's soar, Olinda, and make it a great day. Fly by, eagles.